Hey college girl, it's your girl Virginia and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Before we get started, I want to go ahead and shout out my college girl planners. If you have not already gotten your college girl planner, this means that if you're in high school or if you are entering college or if you're already a college girly and you need to get your life together, go ahead and grab your planner at the link in my description box. Alright, let's head into the video. Today we will be talking about knowing your worth. Have you ever been in a situation where you think that you're having a great conversation with somebody and all of a sudden they stop talking to you? You thought that you were texting each other and all of a sudden they stopped texting you. You thought you were friends with somebody and all of a sudden they start acting like not so much your friend or having very much hater activity. If you've ever been in a situation where communication slipped by any means, this is for you. Please remember that how others treat you is a reflection of how they view themselves. I'm realizing, and I've always known this, but as I grow older, it's just becoming more and more serious that it does not matter how you decide to show up, whether that's with self-respect, whether that's with boundaries, whether that's emphasizing who you are and being confident in who you are. People are going to decide how they want to treat you. And you need to remember that this is not a reflection of who you are, but a reflection of how they feel about themselves. You don't make them insecure. They are already insecure. You don't make them feel like they don't have the potential to be confident. They were never confident. You don't make them feel like they have the potential to ever be friends with you. They never thought that they could ever be friends with somebody at your level. And think about it, would I want to be associated with an individual who not only feels that way about me, but about themselves? Would I want to be associated with people who lack self-respect, who project their insecurity onto others? Because it is not my problem that you don't understand that communication goes both ways. It is not my problem that you feel like you communicating properly is giving too much. It's not my problem that you being vulnerable and opening up makes you feel unsafe. Because 9 times out of 10, you college girl have already done your job, but people still decide to behave the way they do. Now when it comes to career, let's not throw ourselves at the first option that comes to us. Sometimes we gotta slow down. We're like, okay, yes, it came, I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna sign it, it's mine, I'm gonna take it. Hold up, think about it. Think about it. Sometimes we don't take the time to think about, is this what we want? Is this what we asked for? Is this something we can work with? Out of all the options that we have, did I do my best? Did I scout enough? Because if you think that for 1 second where you are settling at will be enough for you, will make you feel like you are challenged, will be a space where you feel like you can thrive, you gotta recalculate. You have to rethink some things. Sometimes we put ourselves under contracts because we have this mindset of lack. We have this thought in our mind, this process in our mind that, okay, if we don't take this, we'll never have anything else at all. And it's not true, okay? It's a lie. Because when you close one door that is not for you, you allow the door that is for you to open up. You are practicing making yourself a priority because your gift is on its way. You order a cheeseburger from McDonald's, right? And they hand you a hamburger. But because you're too afraid to speak up for yourself, you're too afraid of the reaction of the cooker or the chef, you decide, I'm gonna settle for this hamburger. No, honey, you asked for a cheeseburger. So go back and get your cheeseburger. You didn't ask for a hamburger. Is that what you paid for? Is that what you worked for all 4 years, just to settle, just to sit on something because you think that what you want will not come at this moment? Because you think that what you want will never come, period. Because if we're settling, what does that say about how we view ourselves, how we feel about our competency? You don't know 4 languages for any reason. You're not equipped. You're not advanced technologically for any reason. When you know your worth, you know that it's a priority to be around high-level people, high-level minds, high-level individuals who want to excel, who don't take the bare minimum as an okay. When you know your worth, you surround yourself with people who not only know their worth, but who add tax. And what I mean by adding tax is they don't settle for good. They go for great. And when they've gotten great, they acknowledge it and they try to find out a way to get to excellence. If you see that you started it good and you got to great, but you're struggling with going to excellence, it is okay to make a transition. Who's going to stop you? You were born for this. You were born to be at the top. You were born to know your worth. You were born to be surrounded by people who also know their worth. And let me tell you something about people who know their worth. They don't feel the need to put anybody down so that they can feel the top. Anyone who does that is insecure and has spent their life rising up by putting others down. But when you know your worth, you know that it speaks for itself. You know that sometimes you could just walk into a room and everybody looks and boom, it's you, baby. It ain't nothing but your power. It ain't nothing but your worth. It ain't nothing but your divine gift. Your divine presence is everything. She thinks she deserves to be here. She thinks she deserves to be that, to do this and do. Take up all that space, honey. Take it all up, because you know what? You're not using it, so I will. Don't ever sit in a room and try to play small. Don't ever sit in a room and try to play small. Anybody who has enough time to talk down on another person has work to do. Anybody who has enough time to talk down on somebody who has worked so hard to be who they are, to get to where they are today, look at where their life is. Look at what they are doing. Look at their habits. It's no need to respond to them, honestly. At least for me, I believe in the power of silence, honey. My work will speak for itself. How you perceive me is not my issue. I know my worth. And if me knowing my worth bothers you, that is a personal problem. I hope you heal from that. Goodbye. Know your worth and do not be afraid to add tax. Do not settle. You're so great. You're so divine. You're so called. Why would you sit back and hide? Know your worth, so act accordingly. Thank you so much for watching this YouTube video. I look forward to seeing you all soon. Don't forget to hit that like, comment, and subscribe button. Bye, college girl. Mwah.